Hi guys, and welcome back to Season 2 of my Prison Architect Let's Play. So, what are we going to be doing this episode? Well, a couple things. We're going to be getting some prisoners here in, actually, not very long at all, about 2.5 hours. We've got a gardener that apparently has gotten stuck out here, so we're going to go ahead and sack him. And this probably isn't the most efficient way to do this, but we'll hire him here. Putting down some floors here, and apparently we're having some issues with the guards not actually letting people into the areas that they need to be in. So, not really sure what's going on with that, but we're going to have to look into that, definitely. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. You can see the danger level is a little bit elevated, so you know what, let's pause it real quick, and we'll go ahead and look at the needs. Hygiene is the major need here. Clothing is also a major need. I'm not really sure why the clothing need is not being met, to be honest. So we'll have to look into that a little bit. I'm pretty sure. Let's go take a look at our laundry over here. I'm pretty sure this is zoned correctly. Deployment. Yeah, it's marked as shared. It's got plenty of jobs. We'll just toss a couple more in there just because. Yeah, but it is zoned correctly, so I'm not sure really what the issue is there. Same thing with this cleaning cupboard. I don't know that they're even using it because there's no supplies in there. But are these guys actually patrolling? Let's take a look. Yeah, those guys are actually patrolling in there, which I guess is kind of a little bit pointless. But for now, we're going to leave it. We are going to be getting 23 new prisoners, and that'll balance this out. Like I said, I like to have about one guard for every 3 prisoners. So if we're at, we'll be a little bit short here, actually, if we take on 23 prisoners, won't we? We'll have to put some in the holding cell. But I'm going to start getting this area built anyways, so one of the requests that I see a little bit on my videos is to use these concrete walls instead of just the brick, and I think we will do something with the concrete walls. I'm going to stick with the brick though for inside of this facility because we've already started doing brick in here, and I think it would look a little bit weird if we go ahead and switch it up halfway through. The other thing that I'm going to do with these cells is I'm going to go alternating the design on this side, so this will be the T. That way they can't throw things across to each other. That's not really in the game so much, but I think it would be cool if it was. So, you know, we're future-proofing, just in case they decide at some point that they're going to add the ability for the prisoners to throw things between their cells. We're already covered. So, just go ahead and go like this, and that's pretty good there. Copy the same design on this side, and I'm going to leave it paused while we do this, only because I'm a little bit worried that we're not going to get these done by the time we get new prisoners in, which would be a pain. And I kind of hope that we already ran the plumbing for this. I think we did. Let me go to my utility view. We did. Fantastic. So yeah, let's go ahead and unpause that. Is the water flowing along that entire thing? It looks like it is. I could barely see it there. So, I'm not sure why they kind of conjugate right at the doorway there, instead of just, you know, going in and using the showers, but hey, whatever you guys want to do. Just as long as that danger level goes down. Because right now, it's kind of up there, and I'm not a fan of that. Ideally, we should probably have a guard in here. 14 guards. At 45, it would be 3 per prisoner. So, I think we'll hire a couple more staff. We'll boost ourselves up. There we go. We'll get 4 more, we'll have 18 guards for 33 prisoners. That's a little bit outrageous, but we're going to get 23 more here in about an hour, so. And we'll go ahead and speed things up since the everything seems to be running pretty well. The other thing we need to do is we need to get some more workshop saws, and I'm well aware of that. We're getting some uniforms in, so maybe the actual work will go a little bit better. The only thing about this prison that I'm not liking so far is the amount of time it takes to get from their cells to the productive areas. So I don't know, we'll see if we can't do something about that. I mean, it won't be really. So they apparently did not place this for whatever reason. I'm really hoping they're going to come back and actually place that. Someone. Anyone. You gonna do it? No? No? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so we should be getting these prisoners. 8 more in. Yeah, we'll leave the intake on. Why not? Assuming that these guys can actually get done with this area, I don't think 8 would be very hard to do. Come on, guys. Someone gonna build that. Or we. Ooh. I just have a funny feeling. Of course. Of course there's no route available, because you guys didn't build it in any sort of logical fashion. I should find the workmen that did that and fire them. We'll demolish that wall right there, and that should give them access. Someone demolish that. Anyone? No one? No one's going to demolish that. You do it. Good. Okay. Materials. Brick wall. Get that piece first, and once that's placed, then we can place our final piece. There we go. Okay. Put that piece there. Alright. Success. Very good. Okay. So let's use the cloning tool now. We need, let's see, this cell, the insides of it rather, are going to be this one. I'm messing this up horribly. Oh no, I totally messed it up. And there doesn't seem to be an easy way to cancel all this stuff. Okay, good. Just cancel everything. Okay, let's try again. Cloning tool. We'll clone this cell, and that is the mirror of that one. So there, and there. And it kind of looks to me like it threw in some extra stuff here, but we'll see. Get the cloning tool back out. Now the second cell is supposed to be here, here, and there. I just get a funny feeling that they're going to try to demolish these walls. So, let's see. Objects. There we go. Yeah, don't construct concrete tiles there. That would be very bad. Okay, let's let them do that, because I have a feeling that I messed it up, and I'd rather know about it sooner rather than later. So, alright, so tons of prisoners now. We're at 55 of 54, but if we can get our workmen to come in here and actually build this stuff, very good. There's one down. Okay. And let's take a look over here. Do we need to get some more cookers? I think we honestly do, because it's about 20 per cooker. So let's do that. We'll do objects. I don't think we need another sink just yet. We'll put in one more cooker and one more fridge. There we go. And I'll hire one more. Yeah, definitely one more chef. Oop, not deployment. Staff. We'll go with one more cook. There we go. He should be able to help out. What do we have here? A bunch of grass turf. That's interesting. How are we doing with the power? So these guys actually can't really do anything because we don't have enough saws in here. So let's go ahead and do this. My plan is to have this one be for license plates and this one be for our forestry. Kind of doesn't always work out so well. Sometimes the foreman will only, go in one and not the other. So we'll have to plan accordingly when it comes down to that. But for right now, since we're only really doing license plates, it doesn't really matter. So we can just keep tossing in saws here. Give it 1, 2, 3 more saws, and 1, 2, 3 more presses, and that should be fine. And that we'll see what that does to our power output too. Okay, there we go. So those are all in. And we're kind of getting close on this one. I think I do want to put some more generators in. Or not generators, but capacitors. We'll just put 2 more in. There we go. So that's just fine. The threat level's not that bad right now. And they're still finishing up this area, so I'm not going to tell them to do this other area just yet. Do these all have lights? That's an interesting question. I think they do, actually. Good. Did we just get credit for another grant? We might have. I wasn't looking. But let's take a look here. Cell block C is raise prisoner capacity to 100. We're not quite ready for that yet. We're getting pretty close on that, but not quite. I know I said we were going to do inmate nutrition research. Maybe we should do that now. But then again, they do seem a little bit angry, so maybe not. Education reform. Yeah, I guess we could do that. So we'll get education reform and start working on our classroom. So we need to build a classroom, build 20 school desks, and have 15 prisoners pass the, the courses, and then 5 pass the more advanced course. So let's get started on this. So for the classroom, we need a office desk, which we planned on putting right up here. Let's make sure it's facing the right direction. Then we'll give them a chair, just because. We need some desks, which we need to find somewhere in here. School desks. There they are. Okay, and we'll just face those that way. And if we fill up all these spots, that should be our 20 desks. Okay, good. The other thing I want to do is probably put a lock on this door, or rather a door servo on this door, like that. That way it's automatic, and the guard doesn't have to keep walking over there for it. How's this looking? Yeah, that's much better there. Putting in the other saws. Hopefully those won't cause a blackout here. There's 1 in. There's 2 in, and it looks like they're okay. Oh, okay, so that's hooked up now. So let's go to our door controls and connect. What is that going to? That's actually fine. We'll have them connect to this one as well. So there we go. He'll be able to open that remotely, which is perfect. And I'm actually going to hook up the one that's open during work to that as well. There we go. Alright, so that classroom is essentially done. We just need to zone it as a classroom. Maybe, if we can find classroom. There it is. It's highlighted in white and everything. I just couldn't see it. There we go. There's classroom done. Okay. So, this is kind of an ongoing one. It's going to take a while. We need to get a program up and running though. So foundation education, that's what we want to start. Oh, and we have to unzone that as staff only. Whoops, wrong one. Deployment, because that was staff only. We want that to be just a classroom. So perfect. We'll stop that and no, not kitchen hygiene. Foundation education, start. Okay, perfect. So that's ready to go. Oh, we're finding booze on people. And 1 too short. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. I doubt that placing this is going to be enough, but we'll let them try. I think it's going to have to get water from someplace else because I think this is the max length already. Where's a worker? Here he comes. So he put in that one, didn't put in the one we actually wanted. Thanks, buddy. Was there something wrong with their... Why were they all in their cells just then? Oh, it was free time. I guess they're allowed to be in their cells. I'm actually going to give them one more hour of work there. Oh, I guess it did work. Okay. So fantastic. So we're going to use the cloning tool. And we are going to use... what? Right there. And right there. And then we're going to take this cell. That's going to be here, 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 and there. And that should be this cell block completely done. It's even got floors and everything. So, yeah, that should work out pretty well, hopefully. And I'll get rid of the planning once they're done installing all this. Then it becomes a matter of what to do next. We're not quite done with our workshop here. Definitely not close to being done. Let's take a quick look and see how many deployment we can actually have in here. Qualified prisoners is 5. We already have 5, so that's fine. We might want to put in a couple more tables, though. It looks like it's getting kind of full. So, tables. Just kind of load it up with those tables because they're kind of cheap. And I'm going to build some more tables in here as well. There we go. Yeah, these cells are pretty much almost done. Can I actually... yeah, let's do this. Dismantle that light. Dismantle that light. Dismantle that light. Dismantle that one. Not the TV, I want the light. Dismantle. Okay, and then we want to put another light back in here, because this one... wait, do they all have a light? Light, 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 no light. So somehow this one doesn't have a light. Go ahead and put a light in there, put a light in there. Now there's 2 lights. Dismantle. Go ahead. Alright, so this area is pretty much done with the cell block. We've got all of our tables in. We're going to get 8 more prisoners here. I think we're getting to the point where we kind of want to start putting in these trees. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put a jail door here at the end of this. And that'll be so that we can get into this area. The other thing that we probably should do is put a fence going down here. Let's take a look. And probably this wall as well. That wouldn't be a bad choice. How do I want to do this? Good question. I think what we'll do, let's go to materials. We're going to go demolish walls. We're going to get rid of this area right here. And then we're going to replace that with a concrete wall that goes like this and like this along here. And then we'll still be left with a pathway that's in between here for some armed guards or something. And then up here I'm going to put another gate. So we will put a, let's see, what type of gate? Objects. Maybe just a small one again. Right there. And that should be fine. So let's let them do all that. And we're going to probably need to put some servos, or some door servos on those gates. So we're getting more prisoners in an hour. That's fine. So yeah, we've got a little bit different different wall here. I think it's, you know, it's a good change. It kind of adds to the variety of the prison. So that's good. Did they put that jail door in? They did. Alright, let's go to utilities. And get some door servos here. We want one on this one and one on that one. And then we're going to have to go back to our zoning, I think, as well, because now that we've kind of put these doors in and been messing with walls, it's probably changed up all the zoning. Okay, good. So they've got that done. I think what I want to do is put a fence coming down this way. So let's do this. Finish this concrete wall a little bit further. I want to have the fence come right about to there, so we just do that now. And we'll put a concrete wall right there. So perfect. That'll kind of box that area off. Okay, and let's connect those to our door control system. You know what? Let's look at what's on this other one. Yeah, we'll put it on this one. Okay, perfect. Yeah, get back to work. You're supposed to be opening those. Okay, got a ton of trees in here right now. Those are all probably going to come down here in a little bit. Okay, good. That area is now done. So let's go back to our zoning deployment. We want to make sure that this is staff only. Really? Did they? Oh, they're not done. Well, now they're done. Okay, let's go back to our zoning. Yeah, that's the area. No, we don't want a guard there. We want that to be staff only. Okay, perfect. So that's better. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's get our forestry up and running, hopefully. I think we should probably add some more saws first. So let's go utilities, add a couple more capacitors to this area. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go with a few more saws. In fact, I'm just going to put all the saws in, and we'll go from there. Objects, workshop saws, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That should be fine. And we'll see how much the power actually goes up here. It doesn't look like it's going up that much. So I think we're good. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is get our forestries up and running. So rooms. Hello forestry. There it is. It's in yellow. One here, one here, and one there. I don't want to do them all at the same time. We'll do them little by little. And we definitely need to hire some more gardeners. There we go. And I'm going to have them do the pathing in here as well. So let's do objects. Nope, not objects. Materials. I'm going to just do the whole thing in grass first, except for this top area, because I know I'm going to do that in stone. We'll do this whole thing grass. That must already be grass, I'm guessing. So is that. And yeah, some of this is already grass, which is okay. I'm alright with that. There we go. Do all of that in grass, and then do concrete tiles for that. And then like that. Huh, that's going to be interesting. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do there. This will all be concrete tile. This can be concrete tile. Like that. And like that. I think we're going to have to put another fence here. And I'm thinking probably, you know, go like that. And I'll have this cut across like right here with a fence. So let's do fence right like that. And a gate that's separating that. Rooms. Not rooms. Objects. Gate. Now obviously there's no foundation here yet, so this is all kind of pointless. But I just want to get it done so it's done. And our workmen are going to be a little bit busy putting in all that grass. But that's okay. We like to keep them busy, so. And good, these gardeners are installing the trees, which is good. And they're apparently cutting down the existing trees that are there, which I'm okay with, because then they'll hopefully move those logs to here to get cut up. Yeah, the other thing that we need to do is we need to put in this foundation. That's kind of important right about now. So let's do this. Demolish walls. I don't want this fence to be here because I want it to be part of the foundation. So once they finish with that, then we'll go ahead and put this foundation down. I also need to zone the rest of my forestry. So get rid of that last piece of fence. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to put down some more forestry. Right here, here, and there. Okay, the fence is gone. Materials. I'm going to do this out of the standard brick foundation to match the rest. We're going to put a jail entrance on here. Whoop, jail entrance, if I can find it. Large jail door. There we go. Why? Construct building frame. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to put a door there. Why can't I? Seriously? Why can't I put it there? That literally doesn't make any sense why I can't put that there, but maybe it's because this tree is in the way. I would be willing to bet that's what's going on there. So I'm going to let them just do that. And meanwhile, is there going to be a... No, there's not going to be a door there. What am I thinking? I'm going to go ahead and, while they're doing that, I should actually be letting them do it rather than just talking about letting them do it. I'm going to go like that, go like this, kind of just segment this out, I guess. There we go. We'll have to put some lights or something there. Can you guys cut down that tree? That would be great. Let's go with lights. Put one at the end of each one of these walkways. In the middle here. And we're going to put some over here as well. Probably right there. Okay, good. So it still requires an entrance. Now let's see if we can do it now that that's out of the way. I think we'll be able to. Yeah, definitely can now. So there we go. There's our entrance. Come on. Good. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and lock this open. And we need to make a couple of changes here. We need to... Now, it's kind of pointless to have that fence there, to be honest. So we'll be getting rid of that. Dismantling wall here. Yeah, those pieces right there are pretty useless. We're going to be putting a utility door servo on here, like that. That should work that door just fine. And I think we need to put a piece of concrete tile right there. Yep, we totally did. And then we need to also go back and look at our deployment, because we don't want prisoners in this area, and it keeps getting changed every time we, modify things. So there's no reason for prisoners to be over here at all. I do want to rezone the rest of these forestries though, so let's go ahead and get that done. Right here, here, and there. And it looks like we missed another space here. Objects, materials, concrete tiles, right there. Okay, so that's that pretty much done. I forgot a light right there, but that's okay. There we go. Job done. I haven't really been keeping an eye on the prisoners. I've just been assuming that everyone's been taking care of everything. You can see that this area is pretty much full here. I should probably add this last table just so that things don't kind of come to a standstill and they don't have anywhere to put anything. So get that done. Do we need more gardeners? I don't think so. I really don't. I almost feel like that should be a large jail door instead of a small one with a fence, but for now I'm going to leave it the way it is. Oh, we didn't cook this up. Better do that. Connect to there. Perfect. Okay. Yep, our gardeners are going to town here. So we have our forestry done, which is great. I'm going to actually go through and remove all this planting because it's annoying me. There we go. How about... I don't think there's any planting left in there. Or in there. There's a ton left in the workshop because why not? Okay. And all of this planning can go as well because we're pretty much done with it. I think this spike in danger It's probably not anything to really worry about, but I am going to put a guard that just patrols right over here in the shower. Only because they seem to like to congregate there, and I'd rather have a guard there, just in case something kicks off. Okay, so we're going to be getting a few more prisoners here, and I think after they get here, that'll wrap up this episode. Yeah, I think the forestry looks nice. And we've got garbage here where all of our workmen are just hanging out for no reason. But that's okay. Yep, here comes our new prisoners. So what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to turn off prisoner intake because we're actually up to 70 prisoners right now. How many more would we get if we don't? 8 more. I think I'll turn it off just to make sure that everything's functioning well with 70 prisoners. Unknown sun. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to make sure that our workshop's running okay, that our kitchen's running okay, and I think actually with 70 prisoners, we need one more cooker and one more fridge and another cook. But I'll take care of that kind of off camera, and then I'll catch up with you guys next time. Hopefully we'll be maybe even building this other cell block next time, if not putting in these showers. Apparently they've done nothing with that, even though I told them to put concrete there. I did tell them to put concrete there, right? Apparently not. Okay, but now they will. Alright guys, but that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you next time.